Right, bit of a love on me truck. Found the MOT on the sills. I've just cut this little slither off the bottom there. And you can see the inside bit. It's a bit fluffy, arch is a bit poor. Looks on eBay and you can get this panel, wheel arch panel, lower outside and the inside and the inner arch over there, look. It's about £160. So I thought, yeah, right, so I'll give it a treat. And I'm sort of deciding which way to go about it. Do you know what, I think I'm just going to drill out the spot welds all the way up there and then cut the whole lot off. Normally on cars, I tend to only use as much as you need to use, kind of thing, but as this is a truck and it would be easier for me to access the inside, I'm going. So I don't know where the last bit just ended there, but yeah, because the access is difficult under here, I'm going to cut more of the outside off, maybe up there, I don't know, and then I can weld the inside along the inside edge, and then just sort of make it tidy so I can trim it up and seal it after. So I think first thing we'll cut along there, drill out the little spot welds that you can see. Up there, look, and cut this across the top, cut the whole arch off because I can see the inner arch on this driver's side with the soft bit in there. I thought, well, if I don't do this now, I'm going to end up, it's just going to end up phoning MOT again in another date. Okay, wing's a little bit poor at the edge, if this was a car and it was a paint job, then obviously I would take the wing off and I'd be doing a lot more, but it isn't, it's me truck. So I'm just going to do a sort of best I can do, considering it's sunny today. I've got to take it for the MOT retest. I need it back on the road because I've got to use it. And so I'm just going to chop down here, cut all that off, drill down there, get these spot welds out, cut that off there. In an ideal world here, you would sort of tidy this, you know, butt weld it, seam weld it, grind it all off, make it perfect. I haven't got time to do all that. And I don't know if I'm going to spend hours and hours doing this job and then whatever. So I might well just sort of like tuck it, put it on top, have a 1 mil overlap with the panels, seam weld it over, and then just blend it in and fill it. I'll decide that as I go along. But yeah. So, and again, I'll chop this sort of something like over there. And then just fill over the top because there's loads of room underneath, and no one's really going to care or get in there and measure stuff afterwards and go, oh, that's a little bit higher than it should be, considering there's going to be gaping holes in the back of the cab and the rest of it's all beaten up, if you see what I mean. So, you know, there is a limit. This is when one thing leads to another, and I'm taking the wing off and thinking, oh, I could just take this off because it's only a few bolts down there. Oh, I could just take that off because it's only that, and that. And really, I'm getting myself into a lot more than I want to do. Thing is, if I don't do it now, it will never get done. Right, let's carry on and see if I can get the wing off quickly, because it'll be easier than trying to squeeze my hands underneath. Yeah, I think if I get involved with that, I'm going to run out of time. So, and then I'll start messing about, having to fix that, etc. So, I'm going to cut this bottom bit off, weld the bottom bit in, inside and out, and then just weld this on, paint it, get it MOT'd, and then, yeah, probably in the spring or summer, I'll do the bottoms of the doors and the arches. breaks through. Cut through each end. Right, and now we've got much better access to that bit underneath. Right, now I've got the other arch panel, so I'm probably going to chop that bit off the corner. Doesn't matter what this looks like because I'll be fixing that at another time. So this is what you're left with on the inside. So I'm just going to trim this fluffiness off the bottom edge. Then I can offer up the panel and see where I'm actually going to cut it and take all the paint off of here, down the edge and down that front corner. Right, just open up the back corner, if you can see it there. Big bit of sponge in the corner. See, I've got to do the back of the cab as well. Right, a bit behind there. I'm not sure if that's sealer or if that's, yeah, whether I can like sort of trim this pan thing off. I mean, whichever way I do it, I need to butt the new one up and either weld it along that edge. I'm going to burn all the paint off the inside, or I just sort of tuck it over and then weld the other edge, but I can't really get to the other side, so choices. Right, so I've got the heat gun off, otherwise if I don't take this sealer off it's just going to catch fire anyway. That is the edge of the panel, so we're going to take this sealer out, take it out of the top and then put the whole panel, that whole panel on that edge. I think it's going to be the easiest and neatest way of doing it, because it'd be easier to seal it all up and then weld a bit in this rusty bit as well, where that sponge was. See, it just lifts off. Okay, so clean this up, get all that rubber spot welds out, cut this there, and I can pull the bottom bit off. Okay, so now we are here, got that bottom edge off, made a hole in there and dug all that sealer out. Just want to see where to trim this front edge, which is about behind there. Now, the inner bit I intend to replace at some point, but knowing me, stuff gets in the way, so you can't always count on it. So I'm just going to trim the front of this off to tuck that front panel around there. See if I can like tuck it behind or in between. Right, now we can see the back bit is sort of where we got to go. We've got about this front bit, that join there, it can go about 1 inch higher, so I can cut a bit off the back of there and then I can tuck it in and still be able to weld it from the front. Okay, so it looks pretty good. I'm just going to tack weld a couple on the top and trust that it's close enough. Cleaned up that bit to put a little bit in there. We'll worry about the hole afterwards. And we'll see how the outside fits on. Right, so we got a couple of tacks in the top. And yeah, you can see, I mean, that's pretty close, so that'll be good enough. So I'm just going to carry on and weld round these bits inside, basically roughly where it is now, and make it fit. Bear in mind these Volkswagens will smoke. A lot of the Audis and BMWs do as well, because they've got a lot of sealer and under seal and stuff in them, even the ones from the 80s. Yeah, as I was saying, even like some of like the 80s Audis and stuff and BMWs, they have like this waxy substance that runs down the inside as you're welding and starts catching fire, so you can think you have it clean and then all of a sudden your interior's on fire, so careful. Yeah, see, yeah, more smoke from more sealer off the back, so be careful. The only thing I did, I just trimmed a little bit of the corner off of that because it was tucked right in the corner. Apart from that, a bit on the front, so away we go. Line up the top bit. Now, this I want to cut down in half to meet that, so that this bit isn't on top of that bit, that needs to pinch up nice. That bit ideally wants to be level with there, but close enough is good enough. This bit I think I'm just going to leave on top because I'm going to be cutting that off again anyway at some point. And again, you can lose that in the curve by just welding around it, filling over it and leveling it out. I haven't got time to do like fancy jobs on this. Again, it's a working truck. It is what it is. The engine's getting tired and I don't know how long it's going to last, but you know. So there has to be a limit, plus I need to take it for an MOT test again shortly for the retest. So I'm just going to well run that bit, chop this in. And on the bottom side, you can see that's close there. Just going to drill a row of holes, but not where the drain bit part is. So a couple up there, and then just one every inch. Pinch it up, plug weld it, grind it off, and away we go. And then couple on the back there, fill it in, and then I can do a couple of patches on the back. So the alarm's going off in the background, so you have to do that anyway. So just going to drill a few holes along there, a few in there, missing those little gaps that I've marked out where the drain holes are, and we can stick it on. Right, sort of the end of day. It's just getting dark again over here. It's winter in the UK when I'm filming this. So anyway, we've got this far. What's that? Couple of pinholes. Oh, it's the holes where the holes for where these go in, and the little drain vent. Put a little patch in there. So I'm just going to grind this up, warm it up, and get a coat of paint on that side before it gets all dewy. Here we are, just warming it up a bit because it's all getting dark now, and yeah, it will get all dewy. So there you go, one job done for now, and then I'll do the other side, see what that's like. Right, we got this side being a bit pathetic. Right, I cut out a little pattern of the hole the other side, and then we can sort of work out where it goes here. So you place it on like that, just use your judgment, close enough, and then I can mark around that and cut it out. Right, so we got these. I've just sort of freestyle, just bent a couple of the bottom edges over, stiffen it up a bit, you know, make it look like one that you bought in the shop. Cut that out, I'll dress that round, and if I need to take a bit more out just with that air sander. Right, left side's going to be a bit easier because I've done that one, so I know where I'm going to cut stuff. So to make your life easier, trim these square. I don't need to cut the row of rows off the middle. Drilling out the row of spot welds along there on the inside. Right, the left hand side, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be replacing the wheel arch and the inner wheel arch bit at some point. So this is just going to be welded on the outside. That's going to be welded along there. So I'm just going to cut all this off. Don't need to bother about that row of spot welds because I'm just going to take that cedar off there, drill the row of spot welds out on there, and then undo what's left of the inner sill, because this is all pathetic. Right, now just drill out that row of spot welds from there to there. See, this side's pretty fluffy. Right, so you just want to heat up this edge, scrape the cedar off, and then that will just pull off. Chop off each end. So drill them off, twist a bit out, cut it off like so, clean it up so you can weld it from the inside if you're doing it on the floor, just like that. And away you go, weld it up. And this has got a load of filler in it anyway from a dent or something, so I've got to take more of that out. So clean it up, drill a row of holes on there so you can plug weld it on there, row of holes on the bottom to weld it to the bottom, and job done. And there you go. Sorry, I missed out a couple of bits, but yeah, grind down the welds, give it a lick of paint, and there you go. Again, this video was just meant to be, if you're thinking of cutting it open, that's what to expect. It's pretty straightforward. I'll put up a link of where I got the panels from. It's basically off of eBay.